I have always loved science. When I was growing up, it was a time when we didn't know what dyslexia was, and I'm actually dyslexic. What's so wonderful about this obstacle that I came in the world with is it has enabled me to know the world through creating different relationships, and having done that my whole lifetime, that really enables me to see things in new and exciting ways that you can't always just get by just reading a book. A portal is a window. I like to think of it as a window into possibilities, a window of discovery. And that was certainly the rationale for titling this installation Portal, was because it has taken me on just an extraordinary journey of discovery in terms of gravitational physics and black holes. Anytime I take on a big project, I like to do extensive research. So my research actually initially took me up to Massachusetts Institute of Technology to meet with Scott Hughes, who studies black holes in relationship to gravitational waves. The anniversary of general relativity, or Einstein's discovery of general relativity, was something that I took on as a personal project. One of my interests with Einstein was his notion of what's called a Gedanken experiment. A Gedanken experiment, coming from the German word Gedanken, translates into thought experiments. And what was really fascinating about Einstein, he was known for his thought experiments. And the earliest one dates back to when he was 14 years old, when he read a book and it planted the seed for general relativity. He fantasized what it might feel like to ride on a wave of light. I think most people, when they hear the word black hole, assume it's going to be black. And I was very deliberate in having it not be black. So I wanted to create forms that would literally feel very illuminated as part of the visual experience for the viewer. In terms of the actual shapes themselves, the conical shapes represent the trajectory of two orbiting black holes. Sometimes these orbits are incredibly chaotic, and so what I tried to do was to really capture the energy of what a trajectory or what an orbit of two black holes might look like in a very abstract way. The fourth dimension, which is time, that becomes a little bit more challenging of how do you convey this sense of time. Scott Hughes up at MIT was wonderful in terms of directing us towards audio files that astrophysicists use to be able to research black holes. So a lot of the sound that's been generated in this particular soundscape for Portal is actually taken directly from the sounds of orbiting black holes. The whole process of scientific discovery is no different than any kind of creative problem solving that an artist does. There's that stage of developing the question or the problem, and then the stages of solving those problems. Obviously, we do it very differently, but the process is still the same. I think one of the biggest challenges that both scientists and artists have is this notion of making the invisible visible, because so much of what we look at and we explore and we experience is not visible to the naked eye. We get to tell nature's story, and both the artists and scientists are storytellers.